In this video you will learn if and how you can use alum to treat hemorrhoids. If get any value from this video, hit the like button and subscribe for upcoming videos. The best way to use alum powder for hemorrhoids is to mix it 5:1 in water and use it in a sitz bath. Use the solution 2 to 3 times a day. It can be used topically too to reduce the bleeding and swelling. Always dissolve the alum powder in hot warm water first. Alum uses for hemorrhoids. The alum powder does not directly applied over the hemorrhoids affected areas, instead, it has to be dissolved in clean warm water first. Keep in mind that you're using this in an internal area, so you have to be careful in the type of water that you are going to use. It's best to utilize distilled water to prevent any sort of infections, which is something that you do not like from getting. If you're using the alum crystal form, ensure the crystal alum has been completely grounded into tiny particles. These are hard to dissolve and this might only cause pain when you use it, but can also change the dose of your alum application. When you already have the powdered form, prepare a jar or a bottle where you can mix it all. The alum and warm water should be mixed in a 1:5 quantity, which means that if you're going to use 1 tablespoon of alum, you want to dissolve it in 5 tablespoons of water. The water should be hot to promote quick dissolution of the powder. Mix the alum powder and the warm water thoroughly in the bottle until you can no longer see the alum substances. Alum powder for sitz bath. This means that the substances are already fully dissolved, then let the mixture stand for at least 2 hours. You can use the mixture in a sitz bath. Prepare a tub or a pail or a plastic sitz bath with hot water deep enough to let you immerse your affected area. Ensure that the water is not very warm because high heat can aggravate the hemorrhoid inflammation further. Get half of the mixture that you prepared earlier and pour it into the jar with hot water. Mix the water and the alum solution thoroughly. Sit in the sitz bath for not more than 30 minutes and you can do this 2 times a day. Alum allows the hemorrhoid inflammation to subside and your piles to reduce. Alum is quite safe as long as it does not enter the systematic circulation. You can use this method of soothing the affected area of the hemorrhoid inflammation while you undergo other treatments for piles. Alum for hemorrhoids. Alum is indicated to soothe the itching and the encouragement of the blood veins, which is a characteristic of hemorrhoids. When used topically, it's believed to contain astringent substances that can cause the reduction or contraction of the affected body tissue. It can stop the hemorrhoids bleeding if present in the veins. Alum might come in 2 conditions, in powdered, which is required for this health situation, while the other one is the alum crystal, which you'd pound first to produce the powder condition. Whichever alum form you get, both are efficient for hemorrhoids, just keep in mind to pound the crystal first. What is alum? Alum is the name normally provided to 2 common slats, potassium alum phosphate as well as ammonium alum sulfate. It is a naturally happening state. The substance has been used for more than 200 decades in a huge range of applications. Prior to the beginning of the 20th century, it was regularly developed as use for canning, pickling, baking, and tanning leather. From then on, its utilization in food processing progressively reduced due to health concerns over its side effects. Experts within the fields of medical as well as health care, though still often use it to cure wounds as well as health disease. In medicine, alum regularly employed just as one severe to reduce tissues and decrease the release of body fluids, as a styptic to link organic tissues and reduce or prevent hemorrhage and hemorrhoids bleeding, and as an emetic agent to stimulate vomiting if someone has ingested poison. Furthermore, it's frequently used to enhance particular vaccines and also to avoid or cure infections. Veterinaries normally recommend pet holders to use the alum powdered to cuts brought on by improper nail cutting to stop bleeding. You can also apply alum powder on external hemorrhoids when bleeding. Side effects of alum for hemorrhoids. Alum can cause burns, respiratory issues and irritation. If you by mistake inhale the powder, it can cause respiratory irritations, headaches and nausea. The most common side effect from alum powder is local tissue irritation. Alum is not listed as carcinogen by IARC, NTP or OSHA. In case of any suspect behavior or some other abnormality, consult your doctor and stop using the alum. Final thoughts. Alum might be your best buddy or biggest foe, all depending on how you use alum. While it is considered very safe when added to foods in small amounts, taking a big amount of alum, whether as a cure or in food, might cause liver damage and prove to fatal. Due to the lack of some scientific proof, not much can be confirmed about the healthy profile when used during the pregnancy period or breastfeeding. We suggest you use it with the advice of your health provider or doctor. About hemorrhoids. Hemorrhoids or piles are a common health issue, normally happening during one's later life, but it's not usual to continue suffering from it. In case the patient chooses to ignore this situation of theirs for a long time, it is then likely to cause huge damage to their health. Hemorrhoids are dilated blood veins found below the rectum and anus, and that is caused by blockage of blood flow in the hemorrhoid veins. Hemorrhoids start above the inner opening of the anal canal and can grow enough to the lookout. The regular compression of them to sit generates the typical pain of piles. Major causes of hemorrhoids. Constipation or hard stool is one of the major causes of hemorrhoids. Constipation might be due to the sort of diet plan, lack of medications or drinks, among the other major reasons. When somebody suffers from constipation, peristalsis leading the stool via the intestine, it's minimal and the force generated by having moved stool causes piles. Other main causes of piles or hemorrhoids. Heavy lifting. Pregnancy. Diarrhea sitting or standing for long times. The standard traditional medical cure is to lubricate the area of the veins with a drug to reduce the pain and shrink the size of the hemorrhoid. Sitz bath with alum or apply cold and hot compresses over the affected area to soothe the irritation and stop the bleeding. In conventional allopathic cures, piles can be strengthened by medical injections, link or eliminated with the surgical process. Thank you for watching and remember to press the subscribe and like button. For more articles on hemorrhoids, go to healmyhemorrhoids.com.